Hey guys, it's Brenda with our new backyard and Native Roots Salsa Company. We're going to do something a little different today. You'll have to excuse the background noise. That is the AC unit in our new to us Class A motorhome that we are buying from my parents. This is our first trip. We've come out to Bastrop State Park, which is real close to our house, and just to kind of work out all the kinks. It's been in storage for a couple of years, and there are some things that we need to fix, but we're going to get it all taken care of, and we're still putting things away and organizing, so I'm not going to give you a tour just yet. But we're going to be doing some cooking today. We're going to cook outside, and we're going to do some foil packets with cod fillets, and we're going to use our Native Roots salsa as part of that meal. And we'll show you how we put it all together. We're going to cook outside over the coals. So it's a little different. Have some fun. You can do this in your own backyard. You don't have to go anywhere. I'll be back when I get everything together to start cutting up our potatoes. Well, I will give you a quick tour of the galley. Again, I am still putting things away and trying to decide where I want them, but we have a really nice 3-burner gas stove here, and it's really a nice large stove. I'm just making myself some more room with the cutting board, some more cabinet space. This is a half-time oven, so it's a microwave convection, and it's pretty cool. It's old, but it's pretty cool. It works like a charm. Still trying to decide where I want to put some of these things. This is the mess over here, and yes, I know the water's running. The freeze messed up this faucet, and we are going to have to replace it. That's one of the things that we have found out since we did this short little trip. Yeah, I've got tools on the cabinet. This is for the vertically challenged. When I need to turn this beast on and off, or up or down, I have to use another 6 or 8 inches of pliers, or whatever they're called, to get that done. But this is where we're going to be putting everything together, and then we're going to head outside a little bit later and get the fire started and cook the cod foil packets over the fire. So essentially, I'm going to take some cod fillets. I'm going to take some russet potatoes, scrub them real good. I'm not going to peel them. We're going to slice them up, put a little olive oil, salt and pepper on them, lay the fish on top. We're going to salt and pepper that fish, and then I'm going to mix some mayonnaise and 3 different salsas that we brought with us. I think we have 3. We've got the Just Hot Enough Green, our Mango Habanero, and one of our reds. With a little bit of that mayonnaise, spread it on top of that fish, and when it cooks, it creates the most luscious sauce. And it's going to have a little kick too, and all those nice herbs and garlic and tomatoes and tomatillos that are in the salsas. So it ought to be delicious. And we'll get to it here in just a second. Alright. So I've got 2 nicely scrubbed potatoes here, and we are set. We've got our Just Hot Enough Green, our Mango Habanero, and our Salsa Roja Mexicana. I've got about 1 tablespoon, heaping tablespoon, of mayonnaise for each fillet. These are the cod loins that we're going to be using. Got my foil ready. Let me get my salt and my pepper out so that we are all set and ready to roll. It's very compact, so we're going to have to try to be as efficient as possible. Alright, so I am just going to slice these potatoes into decent size, probably 1/4 inch rounds. I do want them to lay flat so the fish can lay flat on top of them. Yeah, you can chunk them. Yes, you can peel them. It doesn't matter. I may try to turn this AC off so get a little bit better sound. So I'm going to do 2 large potatoes and split it between 3 packets. Let me get my trusty pliers and see if I can't turn this down. Okay, that's a little better. Still have some roaring, but it's not too bad. And I've got some spray that I'm going to use. I just have to figure out where I put everything. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to spray this oil pretty liberally. And I'm going to have to do some camera adjustments here. So I laid out about 6 really nice slices, and I'm going to salt and pepper those now. And a little coarse pepper. And then we're going to open the fish and add a fish fillet. Give that a little salt and pepper, and then do some mayonnaise and some salsa on top, and I'm going to wrap these up. So I'll be right back when I open the fish. And we brought all 4 of the dogs. We brought all 4 of the dogs with us on this trip. They've all taken up residence. That's some of the stuff we still have to organize. And then I've got the little squirt running around back here. He's taking little snippets of food and then hiding and eating it. That's Rudy. Here's my piece of fish. It's going to be packet number 1. Let's see if I can get this adjusted a little better here. And we're going to give it a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And I'm going to take one of those heaping tablespoons of mayo. And I'm working with my left hand, so y'all give me some grace here. I'm going to have to switch. I'm not left-handed. My mother is, but... Alright, and we're just going to kind of work this on top of this fish. I already see something I'm going to change, so I'm going to work with a more flat side. Yeah, I guess I don't have a more flat side, so we'll just wing it as usual. Alright, so we've got that pretty much smeared on top of that fish. That's going to give us oh, you didn't see any of it. The fat that we need to marinate that fish. And now I'm going to put a nice heaping spoonful of our salsa roja mexicana, which is a dried red chili salsa that we have with fire roasted tomatoes and tomatillos. We're going to put that on top of it, and we're going to wrap this sucker up, and it'll be ready. And then I'll do the other with the mango habanero and the green, just out of green. So let me see if I can get you guys in a place where you can see what I'm doing, instead of me trying to hold this and hold it and cook it, hold it and cook it. That's not working out very well. Alright. Let's see. Almost. Okay. Now if I can manage to not knock the camera over, we might be in decent shape. Alright, so we've got all of that, and this is our salsa roja mexicana. I'm just going to shake it up to remix it. And just going to pour a little bit on there. A little bit, a lot. And this is spicy. It's super good though. Get this potato back up there. And my battery power's down. Alright, so my battery is almost dead. I've got this thing plugged in. We'll see if I can turn my flash on here in just a minute. The lighting in a motor coach is not fabulous for filming, but you'll be able to see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to wrap this up now, and this is some really nice heavy duty foil. I want to give it a little room to do its thing here. Pinch those ends closed really, really good so that we don't lose any of that delicious sauce that it's going to make on its own. Stick this one in the refrigerator because I'm going to have to wait for David to get back with the charcoal. And we'll move on to fish fillet number 2. In the fridge. Now it's just time for me to clean up, and when we get the fire started and take these out to cook, we will get some video of that, and then when we open them and do the taste test, as always, we will do it. So I've got to clean up this tiny kitchen. I have very little counter space, and there is no island. This is an older motor coach, so the newer ones have the big islands in them. It's really nice. But you know, this one is a great starter. We are starting where we are with what we have, and in a way it is starting small, even though it's a 40-foot motor coach. But we're going to have some fun, and we really want to bring you guys along. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notify bell, and then you'll know when we load new videos. And for all you Native Roots subscribers, the guys who come to the markets, I've got to figure out the discount code word for November, and no, it's not going to be gobble gobble, and no, it's not going to be Thanksgiving. I'll have to figure out something. By the end of this video, we'll have that discount code word, and we'll tell you what the discount is for November. So stay tuned. Everybody's got one of these at their house. I know you do. The catch-all drawer. We've got the fire started. The dogs are out on their leads. Everybody's out here with their glowing eyes. Mr. David started the fire. And we're going to go ahead and put our little fish packets up here. And probably need to get some tongs too. But 1, 2. Oh, you couldn't see me. All right, fish packets are on. So I'm gonna set a timer. I need to move this one over a little bit. Maybe move this one over just a little bit. All right, don't do this at home. Yeah, I did it. I just did it. Okay, we'll go get some tongs and then we can rotate them and I'll set a timer. We're going to start with about 20 minutes and hopefully that'll be good if we rotate them. It's a pretty hot fire, so it's beautiful, beautiful night out here at Bastrop. See if I can't get the moon in the picture up there. Yeah, it's just a kind of a crescent moon. So I know it's dark. I'll try to get some better pictures of the motorhome, but here's the beast. We still haven't named it yet, but it's essentially 40 feet. It's an Itasca Latitude 2008. It belonged to my mom and dad. It's got about 600 miles on it, maybe a little bit more now, but you know, it's new to us. It's got some paint checking, some clear coat damage just because it sits out in the hot Texas sun, and that's going to happen, and especially for a coach this age. But you know what? We'll either get it finished or refinished. Try to DIY it ourselves, which we're doing a lot of the DIY projects, but it served them well and it is a nice coach. So we'll check back when the food is ready to take off the fire pit. All right, so we'll do our refills here. I think I'm a little bit ahead.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
That thing is full. I put my pinky in there right at the bottom of the filler neck, and it's full.
Here, grab that ice. Grab that cap off there. Yeah. All right. Here, cheers.
Cheers.
Gonna go rearrange these packets over here. Got a timer set for about 10 minutes, but it's it's a hot fire. Alright. We'll rearrange again here in a few minutes. And we want potatoes that are done and fish that is flaky. It's gonna be nice. Alright, so we've got our Caesar salad made. It was just a Caesar salad kit. After all, we are camping. So that's the just hot enough green. This is the mango habanero, and I can tell because it's so orange. And this is the Roja Mexicana. So I'm going to dish some of this out, a little bit for each of us, so we can try all three. I'll show you the plate, and then we'll do a taste test. All right, there's our final plate. So here we have the mango habanero, the just hot enough green, and the Roja Mexicana here. These are three of our spiciest salsas. So these are spicy, but they are delicious. So it's time for a taste test. You ready, Dave? We're gonna let Dave do the...
Which one's mine?
That's yours.
Which one's this one?
That's the green, the just hot enough green. Mango's on your left and Roja is on your right. And they are hot. They just came off the fire.
Very good.
That is good. Spicy. Delicious. I did add a little bit more salt to finish.
Very good.
Okay, guys, so you can do semi-gourmet right out of a motorhome or an RV or a tent.
Exactly.
Not hard. Come grab some salsas at the market.
That's spicy.
It is spicy, but it's so good.
Very good.
So you can also use our original red for this, which is a mild, or our chipotle, which is a medium. We just used what we brought on the camping trip, and it turned out great. So come see us at the market. Come get some yum. If you haven't already, subscribe to our new backyard. That's going to be our travel and RV channel. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Native Roots Salsa Company. We're going to be doing a lot of cooking. There will be some crossover videos for this. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good evening.
Good evening.